Steve Conroy, go ahead.
Bruce, could you just talk about the effort that went into winning this game tonight with the tying goal and then in Brad battling all night and getting the winner there?
Yeah, I think the guys that have been here understood the urgency of this game. And, listen, we had to play better. I think I was asked that question, what's more important? We had to play better. We did. Obviously, getting the win is very important, but for our own selves, we need to play a better hockey game. I thought we were the better team tonight. We're full value for the win. And those guys led, right? Bergie and Marsh and Charlie really got going too. McAvoy, I think that a little bit early on there, we were pressing a bit, but, and played real solid. Kretsch made a big play at the end, and Hall, they got going in the third period, a little frustrated throughout that, the puck wasn't finding them in the right spots, but came through for us. And obviously, we moved some lines around. I thought Charlie Coyle looked dominant out there, and Jake. And so now you got three lines that are, buzzing and creating offense. And of course, our fourth line is going to do what they have to do. I thought the penalty kill was good. They made a nice play in the goal. But anyway, I guess, Steve, that everyone came to play. A little bit of a tough start. Boy, they were on us. We'll have to address that. But, we settled in and played well.
Fluto.
Bruce, can you explain the decision to move Charlie back to the middle and then move Jake up?
Just a little bit of, they had played together. I knew we had Lazar, Corrali, and Wagner had been a good line when Curtis first got here. We put them together. So, it was more about Charlie, Rich and Jake, and they had pockets of good games. So I talked to Charlie about getting back in the middle. When I was asked when I moved him to the wing, I didn't think it would be forever, and it wasn't. So we just felt now was the time, free him up a little more now to attack and dish. And I just think Jake responded very well too. And, Jake was good the other night. So we talked to him as well. Like, listen, you keep pushing in second effort and, working on your reloads and just second effort hockey that, your minutes are going to increase. And, they did tonight and really had the game on the stick again late. But I thought played hard, played like Jake played in the past. And, obviously we're going to be a better team when he does that.
Hags.
Hey, Butchie, on a night like tonight, do you kind of take the bad with the good as far as Marshy goes? Obviously he gets the OT game winner and he's bringing that sort of fight and that attitude throughout the game. Yes, he took some penalties, but it felt like he brought a little bit of a different attitude the way he approached that game tonight.
Yeah. I don't worry about Marsh. I think I've told you that he's going to periodically push back. He's in the middle of everything. So he's got to defend himself as long as he's doing it. He's doing a lot better now and how he's taking penalties. So, I've got a lot of faith and trust and loyalty to Brad. There's way more good than bad. And I think he wanted to drag us into the fight. And we needed it tonight because we didn't start on time. So him and Bergie certainly were guys that are going to do that. So that's Brad. I think he's matured enough now to not take himself out of the game. Maybe that would have been a game in the past. He would have let it get to him and he, wouldn't have been an effective player, but he found his game and certainly was a big part of the win, obviously, with the overtime winner.
Matt Porter.
Bruce, what kind of presence did Taylor bring tonight? I know he's kind of a quiet guy normally, but after a little bit of a quiet game one, kind of where is his mind at and what kind of presence did he bring tonight?
Well, listen, I think what happens, you have a great start to your Bruins career. And then the other night, it didn't really happen for them. So you want to make a difference. I love guys like that want to make a difference as long as they're not going out there and being reckless and not playing for the team. And yeah, he had a turnover that he had to take a penalty, but he did try to chip by at Chase. He didn't try to, toe drag the guy. It was unfortunate. When he bounced back, puck wasn't finding him sometimes at the right spot because he's a guy that, in time and space, that's when he's at his best. And he drew a penalty that he would have had a breakaway, obviously. And that was a good play, but I think it was Carlson that tripped him because he was going to be in all alone. So stuff like that frustrates goal scorers, but he stuck with it, made a huge play on the third goal, beat Carlson one-on-one. Great poise. They slide a lot their D on some of those chances. So he waited them out and got it to the front of the net and then hung around there, right? He didn't go for a flyby. So credit to Taylor. Listen, he's been really invested, Matt, since he's been here. And like I said, I think he just wanted to do really well right away. And obviously, you know, that's a good mindset to have. But, you know, there's a lot of hockey. I think a lot of his teammates are reminding that, listen, just keep playing. And, you know, when it's your turn, you'll make the right play. And sure enough, he did.
Steve Wano.
Hey, Bruce, what did you think of Tuukka's game tonight?
Well, I mean, early on he was under siege, so made a number of great saves. You know, the couple of the goals were, I mean, the high tip, no chance at all. The 2-on-1, we didn't defend it well enough. The other one was that I don't know how it went in. It rattled around. Unfortunately, there's been a few of those in each of the first two games. So obviously, we'd like to see him tighten up on those ones. But at the end of the day, certainly played well, gave us a chance to win. The game was always close, so you don't want it to get away from you. I thought both goalies were good. I thought their guy was excellent too. But we were one better.
Thank you, Coach.
Yep.